What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a terrific day. Make sure to comment, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'm going to talk about today tinnitus and COVID-19, the link and understanding and how to manage it. So before I dive in, I am not a doctor. Always consult with a professional medical advice and get multiple opinions, and make sure that you are taking your health seriously. Make your health one of your top priorities. I can't stress this enough. It's very valuable. And with that being said, let's dive into this video. So when I was about a year in from being habituated, I put in all this work and I was doing thought journaling and I was doing neuro-linguistic programming through meditation, and I was letting go of the tinnitus. And I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like I would have waves where it would bother me, and then I would have big waves where it wouldn't bother me. And I felt like, I was like, man, I'm habituating. This is going great. Everything is going great. And then COVID happened and I got COVID. And I remember getting COVID because I felt off. I felt like my skin felt kind of scratchy. I was very, not fatigued, but like I felt like it felt like I was on like like a mushroom trip or something is what it kind of felt like, without like the crazy visuals. But it just felt like my body felt super heavy. Like my body felt like lead. And I was like, I'm gonna need to shake this off. I don't know. I didn't think I had COVID. But I went on a run, and I remember like I was running, but it just felt very hard for me to run. And I was running like 4 miles a day at that point. So just getting a past a mile felt very difficult. It wasn't like I was winded. I just felt anyway. I was like, yeah, something's wrong. So I went and took a COVID test. This was back like the first wave, when it was really devastating and it was really a big thing. And anyway, so COVID test came back positive, and I couldn't taste anything, nothing. I could literally, and I was showing people, I was like, I have COVID. You guys should stay away from me. And people were like, no, you're freaking out. Because I did have anxiety and the propensity to freak out. But people are like, no, you're freaking out. And I was like, no, I can eat an onion and it does. And I literally showed them, and I bit into an onion and I didn't taste anything. It was the craziest thing. Like, if you guys experienced it, the no taste, no smell, it's no taste, no smell. You taste nothing, you smell nothing. It's super bizarre. I wasn't eating pizza. I wasn't eating McDonald's. Why? Because it really kind of messes with your head. You're like, the whole relationship with your fridge, you don't even like, there's no emotional attachment. You open your fridge and you're like, what? I'm not like, what's the point? So I was just eating raw spinach and salmon and just healthy stuff because I didn't enjoy food anymore. With that being said, about 3 days into it, I developed shingles. I developed a rash on my back, and it was really itchy. I didn't think much of it. I thought it was like COVID related, but it kept getting worse. And then it was like, I didn't wait for it too long. I waited like maybe a day. I got onto one of those teledoctors because you couldn't go into a doctor's office. And he basically diagnosed it as shingles. And I was like, what, shingles? I was like, how do you get that at my age? He's like, well, you can. So I had COVID and shingles at the same exact time. And I have to tell you, shingles is way, 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 way worse than COVID. I had allegedly a brutal version of COVID. COVID is a walk in the park compared to shingles. I basically had COVID and shingles at the same time. Keep in mind, I was a year in after habituating to tinnitus, and I felt like my habituation was a little flimsy because I was like, still just, anyway. I noticed the biggest thing for me, and this is what I think, this is the whole crux of the video is kind of leading up to this. So if you stayed this long, great on you. But anyway, one thing I noticed is that when I had COVID, I had a lot of inflammation in my body. And the way I can tell if I have inflammation in my body is by doing, with my eustachian tube, like if I go like this, and I yawn and it opens and it pops and it's just like my eardrum feels like it's purring and stuff like that. It feels like things are just moving. It doesn't feel like it's like stuffed like a brick. When I had COVID, everything was stuffed. And because I had inflammation in my body, right? My nervous system was inflamed. I heard the ringing. The ringing was back. The ringing was louder. And COVID and shingles at the same time. Plus I had to take an antiviral, valciclovir. And I remember asking the doctor, but like, what are the side effects? Are they autotoxic? Am I going to get, and he's like, and he just told me, he's like, you have to take it. It doesn't matter. I was like, why? He's like, well, because if you don't take something for shingles, it can cause permanent pain. it can burn out your nerve endings. Essentially, it can get so bad where you'll have permanent pain the rest of your life. So you need to take this. He's like, plus you could cut your suffering from like 2-3 months down to like 3 weeks, which that's about how bad I had shingles. The pain lasted for about 3-4 weeks. It was like the bruit of the pain was about 2 weeks long, but it was pretty painful. It was pretty bad. It was all over my back. But that being said, I was freaking out because the whole shingles thing and the COVID thing, I heard of like the disease or the virus or whatever getting inside your inner ear and basically destroying your eardrum. And then you have SSHL, which is sudden sensory hearing loss. Then you have to get steroid injections. And so I knew all that going into this. And I was like trying not to let that freak me out, because I'm like, what am I going to do about that? And I eventually got to a place, and this is really the value I'm trying to bring in this video. I eventually got to a place where I was laying on the couch and I was like, you know what? I can't control this situation. I'm taking the antivirals. I'm doing my best to sleep. I'm doing everything I can. I have shingles and COVID at the same time. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm in a lot of discomfort. If the worst happens, I can't change that. If my hearing goes out, I'm going to go and get steroids. But it is what it is. It truly is what it is. And I'm not going to suffer any more than I have to. I'm not going to worry about things any more than I have to, because I'm doing everything that I know how to do. And that really freed me. I was like, you know what? Like if I lose habituation again, all this work, I'll have to do it again. But I'm going to keep going forward. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to keep getting up every single day. That is what I'm going to do. And back then I made it. Like I literally drew a line in the sand and I said, I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep staying positive. I'm going to keep doing my thing, keep doing my treatment, keep doing my meditation, keep waking up. Keep doing everything that I need to do. And that's what you need to do. So what I'm saying is that, yes, COVID can cause tinnitus. Okay. It can, because it can inflame your nervous system, and that can be a trigger to cause you to hear it. Can it cause hearing damage? Yes, it has been known to do that. Can shingles cause hearing damage? Yes, shingles can hit your nerve in your ear, and it can make you go deaf. There has been cases of that happening. Can the antiviral that I took, can it trigger tinnitus? Yes. All of that can happen. But let me tell you something. Life is never safe. And the best you can do is to stay healthy, stay safe, stay positive, and keep moving forward. But you can't avoid every single thing that may cause tinnitus or may make you relapse. You might as well just lock yourself in a bedroom. You are out in life. You are out in reality. Things are going to happen. You have to stay resilient. You have to stay positive. You have to keep moving yourself forward. You have to realize that this is life. And yes, it's scary. And yes, it is unknown. And yes, so many bad things can happen to you. But so many good things can happen to you. So many amazing things can happen to you. So many beautiful things can happen to you as well. And that's what we should focus on. So I'm not here to tell you that the majority of people, the majority of people that get COVID are okay. Okay? That's what the numbers show. They don't have any long-term side effects, even if someone had it as bad as I did, with multiple shingles and COVID at the same time. The pain's so bad, I had to drive myself to the hospital at 2 a.m. because it was like, all the doctor gave me was Advil. That's it. Advil. Shingles? You kidding me? I had to go get pain injections. It was that bad. I was okay. And so if I wouldn't not worry about it, I would not spend my time worrying about it. The vast things that we worry about, the majority of things that we worry about never happen to us. And I was worried about it. I was worried about, oh my God, I'm going to be stuck in COVID. Oh, this stuff. I went on to have COVID multiple times. Like I think 2 more times or 1 more time. Now it's to the point where I'm completely immune to it. And it is what it is. It's a non-issue, but, yeah, I'm just trying to really just put things in perspective. Anything can happen to you at any time. This is life. Okay. Like I said, I have a friend who's dealing with stage 4 cancer right now, younger than me. Blows my mind. I was engaged. I bought the ring, but she didn't know I bought the ring. This girl passed away from a rare cancer in her mouth. I was dating this girl for a really long time. First official love of my life, really. And she's no longer here. This happened years ago. But this stuff really just, all this stuff, everything I've been through in my life, and I'm sorry for rambling, but the point I'm trying to say is you want to cherish your life, cherish your health, find things that you really are going to just really cement you in reality. For me, God, even if my hearing isn't perfect now, I know that God is going to restore everything in my life. And eventually I'm going to have perfect hearing. Eventually I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be made whole. I'm going to be completely restored. So are things exactly the way I want them to be here on this earth? No, but that's okay. Because I know one day I will be made whole. I will be restored. And I'm not trying to preach to you all, but these core fundamental things keep me grounded and keep me moving forward. So thank you for watching this video. I want you to hit the webinar below because you can work with me if you want to. And I would love to work with you. Anyway, I'd look forward to talking to you later. Until next time, peace.